Alright, so this video is gonna show you or remind you how to calculate slope when you're given two coordinates. So we don't have a graph, we don't have a line, all we know is 2 points that are on the same line. That's all we're given, and we're able to find out the slope of that line. The first thing we absolutely need is the slope formula. This you need to remember. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You need to know that formula. Just keep writing it down over and over. For every single problem, write down that formula. It's going to help you not make mistakes. The next thing we have to do is label our coordinates. We have two x values, we have two y values, so we need to number them. So I'm going to do x1, y1, x2, y2. 2 is my first x value, negative 4 is my second x value, 5 is my first y value, and 6 is my second y value. Now, I'm just plugging them right into this formula. I'm going to substitute those numbers in. y2 minus y1, 6 minus 5, over x2 minus x1, negative 4 minus 2. 6 minus 5 is 1, negative 4 minus 2 is a negative 6, so that is my slope. 1 over negative 6, or if I want to rewrite that, negative 1 over 6, just writing the negative sign out in front. So that's how you use the formula. Let's do another one. So again, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, x1, y1, x2, y2. Keep everything straight. Plug them into the formula. y2 minus y1 is 2 minus 5. x2 minus x1 is 3 minus 4. I get 2 minus 5 is negative 3. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Negative 3 divided by negative 1, we can simplify that, gives us a positive 3. So the slope actually has a positive, this line has a positive slope. Negative divided by negative is a positive. I do want to show you something. If your answer ended up as slope equals negative 3 over negative 2. So you did everything correctly, you plugged in your values, and you ended up with a negative over a negative, but something that can't be divided. We can't do 3 divided by 2. We can't simplify that. However, because they're both a negative, they're going to become a positive. So if you ever have a negative over a negative, you need to write it as a positive. Otherwise, it will be marked wrong. And the last two I'm going to look at, so remember, x1, y1, x2, y2, slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This seems like it's getting annoying. You still need to write down the formula. That's how you're going to avoid making mistakes. Slope equals negative 14. Oh, I'm sorry. y2 minus y1. See, I made the mistake. I put the x's first, but I caught it, so I can fix it. 2 minus 2 over negative 14 minus 9. 2 minus 2 is 0. Negative 14 minus 9 is negative 23. 0 divided by negative 23 gives me a slope of 0. So 0 divided by anything, when the 0 is the numerator, the slope is 0. And remember that a slope of 0 means it's a horizontal line. The next one, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Plug in my values, y2 minus y1, that's 5 minus negative 2, over negative 3 minus negative 3 equals 5 minus negative 2 is 7. Negative 3 minus negative 3 is 0. So my slope equals, when 0 is in the denominator, that means we're doing 7 divided by 0. We can't divide by 0. You can never divide by 0. So our slope is undefined. So if you want to, try it on your calculator at home. Do 7 divided by 0 and see what it tells you. And an undefined line, we know on a graph, is a vertical line going straight up and down. So that's all you need to know when you're calculating the slope given 2 points on the line.